So Sigrika's kit has finally been revealed, and if you take a look at her combat roles, she's a main damage dealer or a DPS. She provides traction or crowd control capabilities which will make her very good in whimpering waste, and finally she does echo skill damage, which gives the wrong impression that she's stuck with Qiuyuan, since Qiuyuan is the only character on the roster that can provide echo skill damage buffs. But Cantarella can help fix that problem to some extent due to how Sigrika's kit is designed, because she gains more powerful buffs like increased damage multipliers if the entire team can cast up to 6 echo skills including Sigrika, which is where Cantarella comes in. So in today's video, I'm going to break down her kit information to make it very easy to understand how she works, and then I'm going to cover her teams and then her build so that you can prepare for Sigrika. I don't have a script for this video like my usual uploads, so this is going to be more like a reaction type of video. Without further ado, let's start with basic attacks or normal attacks. Sigrika can perform up to 4 basic attack stages. The 4th stage will let her enter a state called Decipher State, which gives her an enhanced basic attack and then an enhanced skill. If you press the enhanced basic attack, she's going to recover a forte stack called Trust. But if you press the enhanced skill, she's going to perform this animation that has crowd control capabilities, and she'll gain a forte stack called Answer. You can have up to 4 stacks of Answer or Trust, or a combination of them, but the main idea is that you can generate up to 4 stacks of them. So let's see how you can recover 4 forte stacks within a short amount of time. Whenever you cast an intro skill, it's going to put you in a state called Convergent. And what Convergent does is that the next time you press your enhanced basic attack or the enhanced skill, it's going to give you 2 forte stacks of the same type. So if you press the enhanced basic attack to get Trust, you're going to get 2 Trust. And if you press the enhanced skill, you're going to get 2 Answer. Now, when you cast her Resonance Liberation, it's going to put her in another state called Divergent. And what Divergent does is that it puts her in a state where if you press the enhanced basic attack or the enhanced skill, it's going to generate 2 forte stacks of the opposite type. So if you press the enhanced basic attack to gain Trust, it'll generate Answer in addition to Trust. And if you press the enhanced skill to generate Answer, it's going to generate another opposite stack, which is going to be Trust. And that's exactly how you generate 4 stacks within a short amount of time when Sigrika is on the field. Now let's see what exactly you can do with these forte stacks. If you have 2 Trust, holding your basic attack button or using a heavy attack will launch an attack from our forte circuit that stagnates the enemy, as you can see right here. The stagnation will be really good against single target enemies to reduce the pressure. If you have 2 Answer forte stacks, holding your basic attack button or using a heavy attack will launch this attack animation that groups enemies. And if you have 1 Trust and 1 Answer, it's going to launch this attack animation, which will do the highest damage because it doesn't provide any quality of life change like stagnation or crowd control capabilities. Since Sigrika can hold up to 4 forte stacks of Trust and Answer, she can use 2 forte heavy attacks to launch these attacks. And when you're done using 2 forte heavy attacks, an enhanced skill will be available for you to use called Learn My True Name, which is most likely going to be a nuke that does a lot of damage. Now, all of these attacks from her forte circuit that I mentioned earlier can be buffed by another type of stacks called Soul Skin Vitality, and you can only gain Soul Skin Vitality when the entire team casts up to 6 echo skills to gain 60 Soul Skin Vitality. When using any of the forte heavy attacks, if Sigrika has 30 Soul Skin Vitality, it's going to consume the 30 Soul Skin Vitality and increase the forte heavy attacks damage multiplier by 50% to do more damage. And we know that increased damage multipliers increases your damage quite significantly. But it doesn't stop there. Whenever the forte heavy attack consumes 30 Soul Skin Vitality to increase the damage multiplier, Sigrika gains another stack called Innate Gift, and since you can use up to 2 forte heavy attacks, she can gain up to 2 innate gifts. Now, what Innate Gift does is that it amplifies the first forte heavy attack by 30% and the second one by 60%. The final enhanced skill that she uses to nuke the enemy, which is this one right here, will also be amplified by 60%, which is absolutely amazing. So this makes it clear that Soul Skin Vitality is the stacks that you need to prioritize, which is where Cantarella comes in, because Cantarella can cast up to 4 echo skills just like Qiuyuan. Let me cover her inherent skills and then we'll get to the team building section. I've already mentioned the first one, which is where it allows you to generate 2 stacks of the same type after an intro skill. The second inherent skill is made to counter the fact that Sigrika cannot gain echo skill damage bonus substats from her echoes, so you can gain up to 48% error damage bonus and 48% echo skill damage bonus if the entire team is able to cast 6 echo skills. The second part of this inherent skill that provides the third buff will give Sigrika 50% echo skill damage bonus if she has 150% energy regen or more. So instead of getting double crit and a damage bonus like liberation damage bonus or resonance skill damage bonus for other characters, for Sigrika, you need to get double crit in addition to energy regen. And that basically sums up our kit information. Now that we know that Soul Skin Vitality is very important to increase her damage, let's see the alternative team compositions that we can come up with. Pretend Qiuyuan is Sigrika, okay? The best in slot team is obviously going to be Shorekeeper, Qiuyuan, and Sigrika. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably wondering why not Monnier? You can use Monnier if you have at least S1, but if you don't have S1, Shorekeeper is actually going to be better because of the following reason. Sigrika's Echo Sonata effect provides 20% crit rate, and there's a high chance that she'll have crit rate on her skill tree since all the units that were released after Renacita or version 2.0 have crit rate on their skill tree with the exception of Galbarena and Chacona. So if your build is highly optimized, you can get up to 50% crit rate like my Zani build right here. Let me show you my Zani build. Okay, there we go. So you can see that Zani is running a crit damage focused echo, and she has crit rate on her skill tree, by the way, right here, and I have 49.3% crit rate, which is almost 50%, so you get the idea. So for Sigrika, if you manage to get the 50% crit rate and you get the 20% from her Echo Sonata effect, you get 70% crit rate. And Shorekeeper can provide up to 12% crit rate, which means you can get up to 82% crit rate by running a crit damage focused echo. And that's absolutely amazing to increase your damage output. Again, if you have S1 Monnier, use Monnier. But if you don't have S1 Monnier, stick with Shorekeeper and run a crit damage focus echo to significantly increase Sigrika's crit damage. The second team composition that I recommend is Cantarella, Chacona, and Sigrika. Cantarella will be using Rejuvenating Glow to provide attack buff to Chacona and Sigrika, and she can also cast echo skills up to 4 times to help you get the 60 Soul Skin Vitality that increases Sigrika's damage output significantly. Chacona also has a decent damage output that can give you some decent clear times. The third team that I recommend is Cantarella on Rejuvenating Glow, Alto for error damage amplification from his Ultra skill, and Sigrika. Alto can run Static Mist just like Chacona to increase Sigrika's attack. And the last team, or the fourth team, is going to be Cantarella, Arrow Rover, and Sigrika. The reason we're using Arrow Rover is because of Blood Pack's pledge that provides up to 26% error damage amplification, which is 3% more than the error damage amplification from Alto's Ultra buff. But Alto should provide the best buffing capabilities because of Static Mist, which is something that is not available for Arrow Rover. Now, do keep in mind that Arrow Rover is going to be on Moonlit Clouds, not Windward Pilgrimage. And that basically does it for her team building options. For her build, I've already covered when it makes sense to use a crit damage focus echo, which is when you're running her with Shorekeeper. The 3 cost should be double error damage bonus, and the 1 cost will be attack percentage as usual. And that sums up everything you need to know about Sigrika's kit, her team options, and her possible builds that you can run, so you can start leveling up her echoes in advance. Our Discord link will be in the pinned comment if you're having any issues with Withering Waves or you just want a place to chill or hang out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.